Good afternoon, everybody. Big Dog, Northeast Cattle Storm Chasers. Excuse me. Live with you. Friday Night Live forecast. It's time. Time to share the forecast live for everybody here, live on the stream. Appreciate you watching us. Kind of hard to see me, so I'll try to work the lights here a little bit better. All right, I might sneeze, having a little bit of allergies issues right now, but hey, we're good to go. So let's get started on Friday Night Lights forecast tonight. I am going to be on the radio tonight, and I will be traveling to Sterling. So I will be in the Sterling area tonight. So I'm going to say Brush Beet Diggers. Okay, let's put them in the chat there. Versus Sterling Tigers. Okay, big game tonight for us Beet Digger fans. It's a short drive too for us, so we're all excited. So we are going to be in Sterling tonight. So the Beet Diggers will be visiting against the Sterling Tigers at Tiger Stadium tonight. That game is slated at 7 o'clock. So I got to get on the road here in just a little bit. So I want to make sure. Thanks, Don. Appreciate it. I got my hair cut, and I feel much better. Look at that. Got my haircut. Nice and done. So, yeah, I feel great. Got my hair done and taken care of. So I feel good. I've been doing great. Been so busy with work nonstop. I know I don't come on live here, but we haven't had really any severe weather for us to go. It's kind of in that fall transition right now. And we're waiting for the winds to kick in, the snows to kick in. We still haven't gotten that far, but we're not done. You know that we are going to be with you throughout the winter as well, throughout things, and make sure that all those changes go through, and we'll make sure to keep you updated. I don't think there's any snow quite yet. Looking 10 days out, you never know. Models are 10 days out. They're junk. They really are junk. I know that they put them out there, but they're just not perfect to look at. So right now, all I know is that we've got remnants of the tropical storm that's getting ready to float over us here in the next couple of days. I don't see it being a big downfall for us here in northeastern Colorado, but I do think that southwestern Colorado could be seeing some flooding out in their areas. So we'll see what happens for those folks. Hopefully they're going to be okay. So we'll keep you posted on that. Right now, I want to find out who I'm going to do my forecast first. That's definite. I'm going to do my forecast first. So I'm going to go live to the Windows capture, and we are going to see what the game is going to look like in Sterling. So let's get our forecast here for the Sterling area tonight, because a lot of us see it cloudy out there, and we're getting a little worried, and we're thinking, is it going to be cold or what? So, as you know, the National Weather Service is pretty much shut down. They're not shut down, but they're not getting paid. So they are, during the government shutdown, they're still doing the things that they need to do. So I'm glad to say thank you to those troops at the National Weather Service for keeping us safe and putting all this still together for us, because they're doing a great job. And putting politics aside, which I don't care about, to be very honest with you, it does for them, but for me, I just don't play any of those games. But let's talk about our forecast, okay? Currently, 72 degrees is the forecast here in Morgan County. But let's bump to, it did it again. It went to Sterling, Texas. Did you see that? I had Sterling, Colorado picked in here. And it said, you know what? I'm going to go to Sterling, Texas instead. So let's try it again. Sterling, see that? It did it again. Let's try it one more time here. I'm not sure what's going on here. Sterling, Colorado. There's my selection. Now, let's see if it works. Okay, so we don't have any current conditions from the Sterling Municipal Airport right now, but let's talk about the forecast for tonight. You can see there's a 20% chance of showers and moves up to 30% chance of showers tonight. So let's take a look at the forecast hourly for the Sterling area. So if you're going to the big game tonight, the Beet Diggers are 5-0 playing against the 2-3 Sterling Tigers tonight. The boys are an incredible machine. They're well-oiled. The Beet Diggers, they look great. They have beaten every opponent, and pretty easily, too, to be very honest with you. And last week, they won 62-0 for homecoming. So they're an incredible football team this year. So we'll see how they do tonight. Hopefully, we have some good competition with Sterling. But that game is slated for 7 o'clock tonight. So let's look at the 7 o'clock forecast. This is at 6 p.m. Let me jump it to 7. 70 degrees is going to be the forecast tonight. 70 degrees is the forecast. Let me bump this here. There we go. With a dew point of 52, southeast winds 14, gusting to 22 miles an hour. 91% chance of sky cover tonight, so we'll see if we can get that on there. Ooh, we got Fleming Wildcats. Thanks, Susan, for getting there. We'll get that 7:30 start for you here. Humid, not for us, 53% humidity, 10% chance of snow. If that, there's your chances between game time. There's a chance it could rain, folks. We see rain chances increase to about 27% tonight. So there is definitely a possibility, 90% percent chance of sky cover. So I do think that things are going to definitely be cloudy. There could be some mist and some rain falling tonight in the Sterling area. So that's a possibility. So you might want to take a poncho with you if you're going to the football game and have it packed away, ready to go in case the rain does fall in Sterling. Again, that's Sterling and Brush tonight at 7 o'clock. The Fleming Wildcats. All right, Susan, we got you. We're going to do the Fleming Wildcats. We're going to go to Fleming, Colorado. Probably going to give us the same for Sterling on the current conditions. However, I will be able to do a more pinpoint for you there. Let's go to Sterling tonight, or to Fleming, excuse me. 7:30 start for those folks. So we're going to go here at about 7:30, 8 o'clock, kind of around that time. 66-degree temperature, just getting close to kickoff time. 52 dew point. Winds are going to be the same they are as they were in Sterling. You're going to have about a 94% chance of sky cover tonight. You also have a good chance of rain over there in Fleming tonight, about a 27% chance of rain. So I'd have the poncho with you on the side just in case it does decide to rain at Fleming. So good luck to the Fleming Wildcats tonight as they're playing their home game. Let's take a look at the chat and see what we have here, because again, I'm doing for those teams. If you put your team there in the chat box, I will do a forecast for your football team tonight. You tell me where they're playing, and I'll do a big shout out to them. So like I've done shout outs tonight for 3 teams, the Bee Diggers, the Sterling Tigers, and the Fleming Wildcats. So those are the 3 forecasts I've given out so far. You just let me know right now in the chat, and I will share it with you. Otherwise, I'm going to continue on with some other weather stuff. I got my chat there. Yes, Bailey, they play at 7 o'clock tonight in Sterling. So have your poncho with you and ready to go if you're going to that game, because it's going to be a cool night tonight, and there's a chance of rain falling at that football game for Sterling and Brush tonight in Sterling. Let's take a look at the satellite imagery for there right now. As you can see, the satellite is popping up here. There it is. There's the GO satellite, just cloud cover. This is all from the tropical storm. I believe it was hurricane. I can't remember what the L was. If somebody remembers it, let me know. But there was a hurricane out there in the Pacific coast that kind of has died, and it's thrown its moisture out here. And this is the moisture from that hurricane kind of making its way up and over the mountains tonight. I do think that we could see some chance of showers for that reason, but you can see how fast these clouds are moving from northwest to southwest. So headed to Phoenix on Monday. What will the weather? That's going to be a tough one. I'll be really honest with you, Susan. Hey, Josh, what's up, brother? There's a chance of some good flooding in those areas this weekend. So they're under flash flood watches all the way through this region where I'm circling at right now because of all the moisture from the hurricane. Josh, thanks for the stars too, brother. I really, really appreciate it. The dogs are going crazy because people are walking outside, and you know how dogs are when people walk by. Let's take a look at the rainfall real quick too. Okay, let's take a look at the rainfall, and then I'll get to Josh's question here because he's asking about the store. Oops, I hit the wrong button there. Let me try that again. Let's go image loop. There we go. So there's the rainfall. It's trying to work its way through us already. It's going to probably make it to that Sterling area. I don't know how much it's going to hold. Might see some sprinkles here or there in northeastern Colorado. It's this part here that's coming up to us. A little more moisture up there. Content. You can see those humidity numbers rising. So you might see some rain reach us tonight at the football game. So again, if you have a poncho, take it with you. Have an umbrella. You might want to because it could be a slight chance of rain tonight. So hey, Crystal, how are you? So let's talk about some questions there. Yes, the game will not be streamed on Digger Athletic Network, but it will be on 1010 KSIR. You'll hear myself and Tyler will be on tonight on the radio on 1010 KSIR, and that's on the TuneIn app. If you go to TuneIn and download TuneIn app, you'll be able to hear Tyler and I. You just search your radio. There's the app right there. You search the radio station. You type in 1010 KSIR. Then you can listen to us on there. So, and Josh is in Missouri, heading for Minnesota to set up a new store. Okay, yeah, ours is up and running, Josh. It's pretty cool. Everybody goes there. They had a grand opening last week. They did it during the big Oktoberfest. So I don't know how well they did with customers out there, but I know the Oktoberfest was completely packed with that. So it was a good time for a lot of people last week here in town as they went to the Oktoberfest. So, all right, so let's take a look at that. For Susan was asking about Monday. So here's the forecast already. You can see parts of Arizona are getting hammered with rain right now, and they are probably going to see some chances of flooding as well in those areas. Lots of flooding from the remnants of that tropical storm that was out here. And it's still just going to continue to pump that moisture up here. If I go to day 2 outlook, which is tomorrow. Oh, you're welcome, Bailey. Let me just go to convection outlook here. There we go. Day 2, you can see now we're looking at into parts of Utah, most of Utah, southwestern, western Colorado, and Nebraska, Arizona and New Mexico. You're going to see that threat. There is even a tornado threat tomorrow there in those regions. Man, maybe I should make a trip. That's a long trip to drive out there. Hail and wind is possible in these areas, but you can see there's a tornado threat tomorrow, even in southwestern Colorado. Look at that all the way down by Cortez. So we'll see what happens for folks in those areas. Okay, so let's take a swing over to day 3. This is Monday's outlook. Saturday is tomorrow. Sunday. This is Sunday's outlook. You can see still that moisture from the tropical storm. So, Susan, if you're going to Arizona, you might still see some thunderstorms coming your way or just wrapping up as you're driving through to go to those areas. So that's definitely something you want to look out for according to the storm prediction centers. Anybody else have any forecasts they want me to cover tonight for your football game? Tell us your football team, and I will announce your football team for you. So there's the Beet Diggers, of course. I've done the Sterling Tigers, which are next because I talked about them as well. So there's the Sterling Tigers uniforms there, and then we've got the Fleming Wildcats, which we did one for them as well. There's the Fleming Wildcats. There you go. So anybody else have anything that you want me to talk about for sporting events? We do have softball tomorrow. I should mention that as well. Oh, okay, you're flying. Might see some delays then for that with that rain, Susan. So just keep that in mind. There is a softball game here tomorrow in Brush, and I'll be announcing that game if you go to the softball game. It's actually a great matchup tomorrow. You're going to see that forecast. Let me go to that real fast so everybody knows, because tomorrow that could create havoc for tomorrow. You're looking tomorrow morning, a 20% chance of rain. I think that's definitely a possibility for the for the softball game tomorrow morning. Let's take a look at that forecast pinpoint for the softball game. The Beet Diggers will be hosting the Lamar Savages tomorrow, and that's the number 6 team, which we are, and the number 9 team, which Lamar is in the state. That's going to be here in Brush at the softball field. So our girls are an amazing softball team. So I'm telling you, you got to go watch those girls. Looks like we might be good tomorrow. Might be in the afternoons when those showers and thunderstorms are coming. So we'll see what happens. So Paintsville, hey, Kentucky. Are they really? They're going to go 6-0, Josh? That's awesome. Congratulations. We're 5-0. We're trying to go 6-0 tonight as well. So good luck for you. That's amazing. That's great to hear when you have schools like that that are working hard and trying to go those perfect seasons. Brush is doing the same thing. They're trying like crazy to have a perfect season as well. So let's go to Johnson County in Jackson, Kentucky, near Jackson, Kentucky for tonight. For the Golden Eagles tonight, they're playing. Okay, let's take a look at their forecast. I think you guys are going to probably have good weather. Let's take a look. Game probably getting started here really soon, to be honest with you. Your games get ready to kick off, literally. And 66 degrees, 50 dew point, no winds at all, no heat index. Josh, you guys have a perfect game for you. Relative humidity at 56%. That's perfect. So a 0% chance of rain for you guys. That'll be perfect football weather tonight, perfect fall weather tonight for the Paintsville, Kentucky area, and that's for the Golden Eagles tonight as they are playing. So good luck to the Golden Eagles tonight. They are playing for Josh's team in Paintsville, Kentucky. So hopefully they do well. And looks like there's going to be some chance of fog maybe later on. That's just because of humidity. And Josh, as you know, Boof, that's normal for that area. They get fog all the time in Kentucky. That's something you guys are fairly used to having. Some of the weirdest fog I think I've ever been in, to be honest with you, was in the bogs of when I was in, trying to think of my state that I was in, like kind of by the Connecticut, Rhode Island area. And we were in there and they were doing the cranberries and they had flooded the bogs there for the cranberries. And the fog was incredible from coming up off the surface of those things. To see that where they do cranberries and grow cranberries is pretty amazing. So if you ever get a chance to go see that, that is something you want to see. Let's wrap up for our forecast for Colorado, since I don't see any other teams asked on there. Saturday 79, Sunday 75. Football weather here for us if you're a football fan. My Buffalo Bills don't play until Monday night. So we got Monday Night Football. We're losers right now. We're on the losing end of it, but we're going to get better. But the high for Monday, Columbus Day, is only going to be 62, and then 69 for Tuesday. I don't see much forecast for rain or anything of that nature. I just don't see it right now. Nothing that's really sold me on weather models. So, I mean, I can go to the Climate Prediction Center real quick here and show you what we got. But if you're going to the games tonight here in northeastern Colorado, you may want to consider taking a poncho with you just in case. And I mean just in case. Look at the precipitation outlook for the next, this is 8 to 14 days out. Now, my forecast only went 7 days out. Whoops, I don't know what just happened there, but it did. So I can't bring that down. So I'm going to have to figure out something else here. I'm going to have to back out and try it again. There we go. So let's look at that forecast. 8 to 14 day outlook. This is October 18th through the 24th. You can see above average for rainfall is forecasted. So we'll see what happens. Maybe, just maybe, we could start seeing some moisture coming in here to help. You can see on the southeastern part of the states, far eastern coast, they probably aren't going to get as much. But we're going to be pretty lucky out here if we get the rain that they're forecasting for us. That's the 8 to 14 day outlook. That's from October 18th through the 24th. We'll keep you posted if there's any big storms on the horizon, but it does look like that's a possibility. We look at the temperatures for us. You can see here it's kind of a near normal 50-50 shot for us, so we'll see what happens. Unless you're in Alaska, you're going to be well above normal for temperatures up there. So if you're traveling to Nebraska, and same with the Hawaii Islands, the Hawaiian Islands out there. So those are some interesting ones to look at. And if I look at the forecast for us, let's see if I can get my models to run here. This is Pivotal Weather. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try. Sometimes Pivotal Weather gets nasty with me and doesn't want to work, so we'll see what happens here. Let's just take a quick peek and see if I can log into Pivotal Weather here. Sometimes, just sometimes it works. And then there's sometimes it doesn't want to do anything. See, continue with Google. Let's try and see if I can get in. Big Dog Weather, here we go. Okay, logging in under Big Dog Weather as usual. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's try to go a little ways out here. We'll try to put this in a model so we can see what things will look like for the next couple weeks here for us. Again, when I'm showing you this, this does not mean that it's for sure accurate, okay? I want you all to know that this is just a loop, a forecast loop is what it believes is a possibility, okay? So let's take a look at this. Let's pull this back a little bit. Let's make our little model move here. So you can see right there, there's 6 hours out. You can see the moisture coming up to us here in Colorado. Let me scroll down just a little bit here so you can see better. Okay, you can see that moisture starting to move over us. That's from that tropical moisture finishing up over us. And then you can see down the road here, we've got some others that are trying to move towards us here. This is 42 hours out. I can still move a few ways out here. 54 hours out. You can see another, that's a low pressure system there moving through. It doesn't look too bad for us as I'm looking. I'm going almost out to 96 hours out, which is, I think, what is that? I'm not a math person. 4 days out. So there you go, 4 days, and we go further out. So you can see just a series of a few storms trying to make their way through the continental United States. And that's an old model, or this is a new model. So I can only go that far. Too bad I can't. I wonder if I can pull up the previous. Yeah, I can pull up the previous model and make it run. So let's play it, and let's start it from the beginning here, and we'll play it, and then you guys can see. So this is the model for, this is going out 384 hours, everybody. So this is going out a couple weeks out. So you can see there's the moisture. This is showing rainfall. This isn't or moisture, not showing snowfall. I don't want to say that word yet because we're not quite there. There's a big low pressure that's developing right here. We'll see what that does. Woo, that's out there quite a ways. So we'll see what happens there. That's about 144 hours out. You're seeing us at 216 hours out. Again, this does not guarantee this is going to happen. This is just what the model thinks. Okay, it's just what it's forecasting and predicting down the road. So again, all the way up to 384 hours. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so winter outlook for Colorado and Kentucky. It's kind of still too early to tell. I do think it's going to be a snowier year, to be very honest with you, Josh. As for Kentucky, I haven't really looked in those areas, to be very honest with you, so I'd have to check. But if you're kind of in that stage where we are, where we get those storms that sweep through, you might be kind of on that cusp, or whether it's going to dump heavy snow on you, or it's going to miss some of you because you're where that tails off. As you can see, most of these storms this year are kind of forecast through that La Nina effect, and they should come through this route like they're doing, and then wrap up through. And you can see like the tail end that could cause some more snow for you, or it could actually pull up the Gulf moisture and make it more of a rainy year for you than the snow. So right now we'll see how the La Nina sets up. As it's saying, there could be a short burst of La Nina of this year that could cause that. So we'll see what goes on for us. So there you go, everybody. I'm done. I got to get on the road next. I got to head to Sterling for the game and get me some dinner first. Visit with some friends up there. Again, I will be in Sterling tonight. I don't have any stickers, but if you're at the game, I'll see if I find some extra stickers here. I'll look for them before I go. I think I used them all up. We gave them all away at the Oktoberfest. Actually, we really did. When we were at the Oktoberfest, I gave them all away. I had so many people come up, and we were giving helmets away to kids to help them ride bikes and bike safety. And my wife was with me, and we gave a ton of helmets away and did a great job. So I'm really proud of Teresa for setting up that grant and getting those helmets through the hospital. And then as I was giving them out, I was handing out some stickers, and I had a lot of people just ask for the stickers in general. So it was great to give out my Big Dog stickers. So we'll get some more ordered here in the next couple weeks and get those ready to go for everybody else. So you're welcome, Don. You have a good night too, and be safe, my friend. On the road again, that's how it is for a radio broadcaster. You can see I'm wearing my Brush Football shirt. Go Beat Diggers, okay? We got Beat Digger apparel. If you ever want any Beat Digger apparel, just because of our unique name, and you don't watch us, and you're not from Colorado, and you watch us from out of state or something, if you want any Beat Digger stuff, let me know. I'll get some mailed off to you. If you want to work a deal out where we can get that, so I can get that to you. Because I have friends from South Dakota who wear their Beat Digger shirt. I have friends from the New York that wear Beat Digger stuff. So I'm telling you, I have a friend, matter of fact, from Indiana. I forgot and he took that in a silent auction. He got a blanket and all these things that said Brush Beat Diggers on it. So I know that he proudly wears his Beat Digger attire as well that he bought from us. So from a raffle, or not a raffle, but a silent auction through the National Volunteer Fire Council. So that's it. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate all of you watching tonight. And yes, be safe. Enjoy. I'm going to go do some football tonight, softball tomorrow. I'm not on the radio tomorrow. I actually do the PA announcing tomorrow for softball. So I'm excited to do that one. That's at 3 o'clock, though. So that's late in the day. Ooh, I said it wouldn't rain in the morning. Dang, it's 3 o'clock. So it might rain on us tomorrow as they play the Lamar Savages, the girls. And they're the top 10. They're in the top 10 in the state, too, our Beat Digger ladies. And our volleyball girls have done well. They've worked their way up to the top 32 teams in the state. Volleyball, and they're under a brand new coach. So it's just so impressive to see our sports do this. And for the first time, I got to put a shout out to the Beat Digger golf team. Finished third place in the state of Colorado in 3A over the weekend in Pueblo. So congrats to those 3 boys that played against a 4-person team in a playoff. And unfortunately, they lost the playoff because it was 3 against 4, and the scores made a difference. So in a playoff points, so the boys ended up losing the state runner-up title to another team. So, but hey, finishing third isn't bad. So I'm proud of the Beat Digger boys for going third place in the state this year. So that's pretty impressive. So, all right, that's it. There's our sponsors. You've seen them flash through from time to time. They'll be on at the end of the stream as well. Thank you to our sponsors for being a part of this. You guys are wonderful. I love you all. Take care. Be careful out there and stay safe and have a great night. Bye now.